everyone, this is the InStyle Knitting Studio. Today, I want to suggest that you knit a set like this for a toy, a baby doll, or something similar. This is a dress, which has buttons at the back. Here's such a dress and a headband. A simple headband with a bow. This set can be knitted not only for a toy, but also for a child. Just the dress, for example, is knitted from the top down. First, you cast on chain stitches. If we are knitting for a child, yes, for a girl, then we need to cast on more chain stitches. Next, we will simply make increases. So everything here is elementary. You can even knit a set like this for our kids. Here, instead of a headband, I wanted to make a sun hat. But I will probably do that a bit later. Maybe I will also film a video, I don't know, we'll see. But I ran out of yarn. So I made this simple headband. And you can see that I did change the color a bit. I have orange here, a darker shade. So friends, if you also want to knit a set like this, then grab your yarn, hook, and let's get knitting. For knitting, we will need leftover yarn. I have it in these two colors. This is the yarn I have. Gazal Bebek Atom, 50 grams, 225 meters, with 40% polyacrylic and 60% cotton. I will be knitting in one strand with a hook number 2.5. We will also need scissors. I have a needle with a sharp tip. 4 buttons are needed to fasten the dress at the back. If you are also knitting it as a cardigan, though you can also knit in the round. My button has a diameter of about 12 millimeters. I took 2 yellow and 2 lilac buttons. And I will probably queue them. We will also need a tape measure. I think a notebook and a pen are needed for making notes. To make it easier for you to navigate, I will mention the measurements of my op and my toy, the circumference of the head. And the size of the doll is 26 to 27 centimeters. With a hook size 2.5, I will crochet in rows. That is, the dress will open at the back. There will be 4 buttons to make it. Easier to dress the toy, but if you prefer to crochet it in the round, if you're making it for children, or it's not difficult to put on over the head, you can crochet it in the round. I will be crocheting in rows. I will start with lilac yarn. We will create a chain of air stitches equal to the neck circumference. We apply our chain to the neck. We check to make sure it fits well. The beginning of our dress. After that, we crochet 2 more air stitches for the rise. In total, I have crocheted 39 air stitches. Plus 2 air stitches for the rise. My rise stitches will not be included in the total number of columns. If you have a different number of stitches, it should be odd. I have 39 air stitches. We add 2 more air stitches for the rise. In the first row, we crochet double crochets with this same yarn. We have already crocheted 2 air stitches for the rise. Therefore, we yarn over. The first double crochet is done in the 3rd stitch from the hook. We have crocheted. Next, we crochet double crochets into each stitch. In total, we should have 39 double crochets plus 2 air stitches for the rise. We have crocheted. Next, we crochet 2 air stitches for the rise. For the transition to the 2nd row, we turn the work. We will be crocheting in rows back and forth, don't forget. And in the 2nd row, we will use the same color. But how are we going to crochet? Thus, we crochet 2 double crochets. We do not include the chain stitches in the total number of double crochets. Therefore, we crochet the first double crochet right under the chain stitches. 2 double crochets. Next is an increase, that is, 2 double crochets into 1 stitch from the previous row. In this way, we will repeat until the end. 2 regular double crochets and an increase. Two regular double crochets and an increase. We repeat this 13 times. In total, we should have 52 double crochets plus 2 chain stitches for the rise. We have finished the second row. At the end we had an increase. As we crochet, we can place toys or our fabric onto the child to check how everything is going. Therefore, we do not finish the last double crochet. Since we will be changing color now, the third row will be yellow. So, as we do not finish the last double crochet, look, we need to crochet the last double crochet. And we have an increase here. We insert the hook here, grab the working yarn and pull it through 3 loops on the hook. Grab the yarn and work through 2 loops on the hook. Next, we have 2 loops left and we should work through them again. But we will crochet them using a new yarn to change color. I think you know how to change colors. If you don't know, I have a detailed video tutorial, so I take the yellow yarn and finish this double crochet with the yellow thread. This one. I do not cut the lilac yarn because I will pull it to the side. That is, we will change the color every 2 rows. There's no need to cut it. You can just pull it through these 2 rows. That is, we do not cut it yet. We leave it as it is. We picked up a yellow thread, completed our last double crochet in this row, and we are making 2 chain stitches to move to the 3rd row. We turn the work and make 1 double crochet. Since the chain stitches do not count in the total number of double crochets, we make the first double crochet right under the chain stitch, right here. We complete the first double crochet. Next, we make 2 chain stitches and 1 more double crochet into the same stitch as the previous row. Now we have formed an arch like this, right? After that, we skip 1 double crochet from the previous row and do the same in the next stitch. We are making a double crochet, 2 chain stitches and a double crochet into the same stitch. That is how we create our second arch. That is how we create our second arch. Next, we skip 1 stitch from the previous row again. In the next stitch, we make another double crochet, 2 chain stitches and a double crochet into the same stitch. We have created 3 such arches. We should have 26 arches. We have finished the 3rd row. At the end, we will make a regular double crochet in the last stitch. Right now, we are not changing color since we will change colors every 2 rows. We move up to the 2nd row. We make 2 chain stitches. We turn the work. How do we crochet the 4th row? We yarn over and make 1 double crochet into the first arch. Then, we make 2 chain stitches and another double crochet into the arch. We have an arch above an arch. And we will continue to repeat this until the end of the row. A double crochet into the next arch, 2 chain stitches, and a double crochet again into this arch. We repeat this way until the end of the row. We should also have 26 arches in this row. This is how it looks now. We have finished the 4th row. We have 26 arches in the 4th row. We did not make any increases in the 4th row since we had 26 arches in the 3rd row. It turned out to be the same in the 4th row. And in the 3rd we had 52 stitches. So 52 divided by 2 is 26. Accordingly, we have 26 arches in the 3rd row. And in the 4th we also have 26 arches and changed. So you should check your stitches. If you have a different number of stitches, like not 50, or is it that one, that will be the number of stitches like not. That's it. The 4th row is finished. At the end we still need to make 1 double crochet and change the yarn to lilac. So we crochet 1 double crochet in the last stitch. Do not finish it. Do not make the last movement. Grab our uncut thread and complete the double crochet, not pulling the lilac thread too tight so it doesn't draw in. We do not cut the yellow thread too tight so it doesn't draw in. We do not cut the yellow thread and make 2 chain stitches for the. Already in the 5th row we are making increases. This is necessary for the fabric to expand. We knit and will also repeat this until the end of the row. Each arch will be worked with 2 double crochets, 2 chain stitches, and again 2 double crochets. Thus, we have worked 4 double crochets and 2 chain stitches in the arch. We repeat this 26 times until the end of the row. We have finished the 5th row. At the end, we also make a regular double crochet. The 6th row will be lavender. Therefore, we are not changing the color. We make 2 chain stitches to start. We move to the 6th row. Here we crochet 2 double crochets. The first double crochet is made here into the stitch before the chain stitches. The second double crochet is made into the arch. Next, we make 2 chain stitches and also make the first double crochet into the arch, while the second double crochet goes into the first stitch after the chain stitches of the previous row. This is how we crocheted our first arch. We will repeat this 3 times. Here is our second arch, so the first double crochet goes into the stitch before the chain stitches. The second double crochet is into the arch. Next we make 2 chain stitches. Then, we make 1 double crochet into the arch and the second double crochet. Here's the nearest double crochet from the previous row. Thus, we crocheted our second arch. We will knit the third one in the same way. Next, we make 3 chain stitches. After that, we skip 7 arches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And in the 8th arch we will repeat the same thing again. Yarn over into the first double crochet. Here in this column before the chains, this is how it turns out. The second column with a yarn over in the arch. Next are 2 chains. Again a column with a yarn over in the arch, and a column with the yarn over in the column that is after the chains. This is how we got it. We have knitted one sleeve. Here under the arm, we have 3 chains. Here, 3 arches have been made. Next, after the connection, we skipped 7 arches. And after the connection, this is our 8th arc. We have already knitted a new arch here. We knit 6 such arches. That is, this is our front part of the dress. 6 arches are connected after our sleeve, right here. The front part of the dress. Next, we repeat the same. We knit 3 chains. Skip 7 arches. We have 3 left here. We also knit them in the same way, a column with a yarn over. The next column with a yarn over in the arch as usual, as we knitted before, 2 chains. Then again, a column in the arch and the next column in the column of the previous row, which is behind the chains. This is how it turns out. We also knit 2 more times, 2 arches. We did it, and at the end, we knit 1 column with a yarn over. But we will change the color to yellow, so we do not finish it. We leave this color, take yellow, and finish our column with a yarn over. Next, we do 2 chains as a rise to transition to the 7th row, and turn the work. At this point, you can try it on a child or a doll for our dress. Here we have 3 arches here, 3 here, and 6 here, a total of 12 arches and plus 3 chains under the arms here and here. "12 arches we had 26. 26 minus 12 equals 14. We skipped 14 arches. 7 arches on the sleeve. If you have a different number of arches, then take a look as well. So here we have 6, and in total at the back, there are also 6, 3 each. You need to ensure that you have an equal number of arches. That is, there is some quantity here. If you add these 2 halves together, it should equal the same number of arches as in the front. I think everything is clear here. We tried it on the doll. Everything is good, and now we can knit the 7th row.